Hello everyone. So today I decided to try and get a perfect score on IntersectionGuessr Singapore, but the twist is that I will do it on a blank map. So what a blank map entails is that the map will have no street names on it, and expressways like PIE, CTE, KP, all that, all will have their names taken off as we will see later. And yeah, I decided to do it on IntersectionGuessr because it will normally place you where two roads intersect, so it would be easier to pinpoint in a way. So I guess we'll get into the game. Yeah, it was my first day trying it, and after a few attempts, I got to quite a good timing. So first round here, we saw Rivervale, which of course is around the Sengkang Punggol area. Not an area that I'm super familiar with, but not the worst. So we come to the main intersection and we see Sengkang East Avenue, uh, yeah, intersecting with Rivervale Drive, I think. Yeah, so I line up the road. Yeah, so I know it was in the northeast somewhere. Pretty sure it's Sengkang rather than Punggol because I saw a road there for Sengkang East Avenue if I'm not wrong. So yeah, so as you can see here, all the names of the streets are taken out. So yeah, that's where the challenge and the beauty of this blank map is. So, of course, I'm not very familiar with Sengkang, so I'm not sure where Rivervale Drive exactly is. Maybe the people who live in Sengkang are cringing at this, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, I got there in the end. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a three-way intersected road. Yeah, I found one here. Very nice. Angle matches. Then once I found that, it's quite straightforward. So trying to find the first intersection off to the left, match that angle on this road. Yeah, find it. Just double confirming, and yep, that's a good first round. 120 is, yeah, pretty good. So second round we are around the Brado area. Uh, Maybe a bit more familiar with this area than Sengkang, but still not super familiar. Yeah, so I see a sign here towards CTE. So I know CTE is, yeah, so the yellow roads are normally the expressways. And yeah, because if we go back to where we spawn, I know there's a mixture of yeah, our main road here as well as the tunnel. So I know it's like yeah, maze of roads around here. So I found the first intersection off to the left before we head to that CT part. So I go into the intersection to see how the roads go about. So we see here this is, yeah, that. Then to the right side we have this one and two. Uh yeah, so um not too bad. Just checking there to see if, yeah, that comfort delgro should be this. So yep, that is the second round. It's very nice. 1 minute four. Then next Choa Chu Kang. This part I wasn't so familiar with, but when I made it out to the main road there, which is Choa Chu Kang Way, uh, is it Choa Chu Kang Way? Yeah. So this Choa Chu Kang Way is a road that I've been to um quite a few times because that was where my national service was at. So yeah, it's near KC2, Kranji Camp 2. So yeah, I think even though I went there quite a few times, but that was still like 3, 4 years ago. So still not super familiar with it. But I think yeah, I know it's around the northwest somewhere, trying to find a main road that matches. Um, yeah, so I eventually find it. So yeah, it matches this angle. So it's about deciding which intersection off to the right that we are at. So it's either this one or yeah, so trying to match the angle here. Or yeah, was it this one or this one? Um, yeah, so I go back to the spawn point and uh, what do I do here? I yeah, I should be checking the angle. Okay, kind of matches, but yeah, this is a bit confused. I remember I was quite confused here because yeah, there were two main intersections from Choa Chu Kang Way, the main road that I wasn't sure about. Then I started to doubt maybe that was even Choa Chu Kang Way, but um yeah, kind of wasted a bit of time here. Should have started, checking. Yeah, started walking back to Choa Chu Kang Way. Nope, I didn't. Um, but yeah, I wasted a lot of time here actually, very bad. Uh, should have probably started walking forward from spawn to try and um yeah, figure out where the intersection goes to. So I think I eventually get it here, I believe. Yeah. Mm, do I? No, okay, I start going to the right, which I think is okay also. When you are stuck, you just need to move around, try and get a bit of orientation going. So we come to the main four-way intersection here, which I try and find to the right of what I believe is Choa Chu Kang Way. So yes, that kind of works. That also works. I think this looks better because yeah, so yes. Yeah, so if we go back to spawn, we see that the angle matches, yes. And when we move forward, there is a car park to the left and right. Um, yep. So eventually make it forward, and yeah, see to the left and right, we have the car park there, so we must be here. And yep, a bit longer, this one 255, but still quite good. Next one, very bad round, very, very bad round because uh yeah, as you can see, we are not exactly on an intersection. We are just on a road, one road, and we are in an area that I'm not familiar with, and that is yeah, the upper Paya Lebar, and uh oh, into the tunnel. But yeah, fortunately, I see a sign there to Brado. Uh, I think I'll eventually get there, yeah, to Brado, so I know we will not be too far northeast. But yeah, again, you see the road above us. Don't even, I think it's called flyover. Yeah, flyover. So yeah, I know it's going to be somewhere with a mix of roads, and yeah, probably will look something like this or this. Sort of deciding between the two, and the angle is very confusing because you see it like swirls around. Yeah, that was also possible, but yeah. So I'm trying to analyze how the road splits like this, but as you see, uh, yeah, it's confusing. So yeah, one thing I really didn't like was how it wasn't an intersection, as you can see. And this is the problem I had with intersection guesser Singapore. For some reason, recently in the past few months, there were many locations that came out like this that is no longer intersecting. Unless you count this as an intersection, but of course it's not. So yeah, very bad round because I'm so far away from a real intersection, which is this. So I had to estimate the distance. And I think even up to this point, I still wasn't sure whether I was on the correct stretch of road. Um, yeah, try and match the angle again, kind of fits. But yeah, is the fact that on the right side, I mean, later when we go back to spawn, you'll see how the road splits and diverts two ways, which yeah, really created some confusion for me here. Yeah, this is a really, really complicated round for me. Um, yeah, um, yeah, go back to spawn. I should start moving to the right now. Yeah, is this part here that yeah kind of made me confused. But okay, I went down the non-flyover roadway and try and get to another four-way intersection, which is usually my strategy for doing intersection guesser. Um, yeah, so I was trying to see where, of course we see here the road start curving to the right a bit, and then we eventually start making our way to the four-way intersection that I mentioned. So I see Hougang Avenue 3. So yeah, really an area that I'm not familiar with, Upper Paya Lebar, Hougang, Bartley area. Yeah, so I go back to spawn, try and match the angle again. Uh, yeah, then now it's about finding the distance to the left to that intersection I was talking about here. Yeah, this is the reason why intersection guessr was created to prevent having to estimate um the distance. But yeah, you need to be within 25 meters to get a perfect score. And last round was actually quite favorable for me. It's at Stevens, near Bukit Timah, which is an area I'm familiar with. But uh, at this point, I was thinking there was a chance I could go sub 10 minutes, which is my ultimate goal. But um, yeah, unfortunately, we were quite far off the main road, which is it Bukit Timah Road or Danyan Road, I think. Um, yeah, so I come to this four-way intersection. Yeah, so my strategy is always to come to the four or three-way intersection. So I know Bukit Timah Road is yeah here. So because this green area is Botanic Gardens. So uh yeah, Botanic Gardens. So I should be coming here soon. Yeah, so this is the intersect. This is where we are at now. So um yeah, then I match the angle that we are at now, I believe. Yep. So matches. Yeah, so where I am now, my marker should have been the correct answer already, but I went to waste time to count how many intersections, like how many off roads there were to the right, which is a mistake. Yeah, so we have one off road here, which I think is this. Then yeah, one left off road there. Then I tried to find this thing but couldn't find because I think this is not significant enough. So what I should have done is notice the curve to the right, to our south, yeah, and see that one intersection immediately behind us and then curve to the right. So that's the curve to the right. So I should have noticed more quickly it was here by wasting time again here, which is very poor from me. But yeah, so I finally get there. Confirmation left here, and yeah, get it done. So 10 minutes 8 seconds, still very good considering it's my first time trying it. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed it.